Chiefs versus 49ers.
San Francisco's laying one. The total here is at 47. Opened up at 1.5, already down to 1. Total pretty much the same. This is going to be the game of the week. You have your Super Bowl rematch. The 49ers cashed for me in a big way on Thursday night. 20 dimes on the Niners team total. Also had the Niners first half, full game, and the over. Debo receiving yards over. Monster fucking night. And I'm always down to fade Kermit and the Swifties. I'm waiting on a certain number for myself, but Shark, you're already locked in. Who you locked in on?
San Francisco, 425 here. As you said, the game of the week, maybe the game of the season so far. And when I looked at this, I didn't even go into detail. I will soon on this show, but I remember that game last year in the playoffs. Super Bowl 58, Chiefs walk off in overtime, down in the game, final play. I mean, we're talking historical stuff. You talk about a wound. That is one of the worst losses, most excruciating losses in Super Bowl history. And that's the second time Kyle Shanahan and these boys have lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl in the last 4 years. And the previous one in Miami, I'm sure, Jay, you remember at Hard Rock, outscored in the fourth quarter 21-0. San Francisco was up 20-10 in that game. So they've blown two Super Bowls.
I was there.
And here's the key point on this. The Chiefs were not dominant in those games, and San Francisco let them back in it late. I don't think it'll happen here. And you talk about this season specifically, Kansas City is playing with fire. 5-0 straight up, 3-2 ATS. Every single game this year has hovered right around one possession. They haven't looked dominant at all. And something I was considering when I was handicapping this game, and I watched the mainstream media talking about how they can run the table. Only two teams in NFL history. 72 Dolphins, 2007 Pats. I wasn't alive in 72, but I definitely remember the 07 Pats. And I remember them blowing teams out along the way that season. That is not what the Chiefs are doing. They are really trending to a loss. And that is why they're an underdog in this game, where people are thinking, how could they ever be a dog? They will lose this game. And final point on it. The only time Purdy did play against Mahomes was in that Super Bowl. He played very well. And the Niners are 2-0 ATS at home this year against the AFC, having hammered the Jets in the opener on a similar line structure. Love San Francisco to continue upward movement this year. Still only 3-3 straight up. A bye team across the season and this game by San Francisco here at -1.5.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Listen, you only have to worry about Shanahan in big games, and by big games I mean Super Bowls, right? So I agree with the play, but I'm waiting on this. I actually think the public's going to end up betting the Chiefs to chalk, and if and when they do, I'll then take position on the Niners money line. But to do so for myself, I just want plus money. Full transparency, this isn't going to be a big bet for me at all. Regardless, I'm going to look for something in the game, maybe an alternative play. I just expect this to be a great game. This is going to be the game that's going to be on the main TV, so it's definitely going to be something I watch. And look, man, if I can get through this game with minimal Taylor Swift mentions and or views, I'll be extremely happy. Either way, I'll be happy.